So this is the painting that I've been working on lately. It's a commission piece that I'm doing for my parents, and it's been a pretty fun project. I've not done a lot of commissions really in the past, so it was cool to have them give me ideas that they want me to make a painting out of, and then me work with those ideas to get a piece that they'll like, but also is a nice work of art in and of itself. So they wanted a piece that involved wine and garlic, and so then I also added bread and butter as the focal piece, and then I like the vertical of the wine and garlic, and then the horizontal of the bread and butter. Yeah, it was fun putting this composition together. I was looking for objects that I wanted to do, and one thing that I really wanted to paint was this napkin. Those stripes, I just thought that'd be really fun to paint, and so far it's been challenging but really fun to like try and keep those long brush strokes in of the stripes going down. So I knew when I was doing this that I wanted to do something that was different than I'd done in school. I wanted there to be more light in the piece, have it be a lighter piece, because in school it was mostly that really dark backgrounds with like the strong light source being the objects. And so this I wanted it to be light, and I wanted to play with color more. So when I decided to put the flowers in, that was something that the whole piece like really sung and went together for me. So when I was like messing around with all the objects and stuff, playing around with the flowers, with the color, having those pink flowers that arch in the background, and then there's like a little arch of the red flowers in the background. It's been fun to play around with it that way. So starting this, I first did a drawing. So since it's something that I'm not entirely used to doing, like a lighter piece like this, that helped me still make sure that I have like a strong composition with a light shape and shadow shape, and then also something that I could show my parents too that commissioned this painting, so they could say like, yeah, we're gonna like that painting, that since they see it from the drawing. So showing my steps once I got the setup and I'm working on the drawing. I started out with the line drawing, then moved on to really simple values, so just the shadow shape and light shape, and then I started progressing it from there. And what I did, I was having a lot of fun with the drawing too, and even though it was more like a map for the painting, the last session that I worked on it, I started pushing these like very gestural lines, really dark lines with the charcoal, and then like strong highlights with white chalk. And so I think that the drawing now isn't just a map for the painting, but it's a nice drawing in and of itself. So I'm done with the drawing now because I've got it. I transferred the drawing to the painting. So if anyone is interested in owning the drawing, contact me because it's available. And then so yeah, transferred the drawing onto the panel. And that's another thing that I've been playing around more with panel. I before had just exclusively painted, for the most part, on canvas. And so since there's so much going on this painting, and they wanted it to be 11 by 14, there's like a lot of details in it. I didn't want the texture of the canvas to get in the way, so I did like a completely smooth panel, which it's new for me, but I've been also doing plein air paintings and some other alla prima paintings on panels, so I'm getting more used to it, and it's fun. I like painting on canvas, especially for bigger paintings. That texture is really nice, but it's also fun too for smaller pieces like this to work on something that's completely smooth. So you can see the progress shots of me building up this painting. I'm combining steps that I learned in my atelier, so I feel like the start of it, this painting went really fast, and now it's kind of like a slower process as I'm figuring out where I want to push things push the light, push the color. The challenge is though, since there's so many different things in here, so many different colors and objects and textures, that to keep this to be a strong painting, I'm going to really focus on making sure there's a unified shadow shape over the whole thing. So the shadow that's on the garlics, the shadows that's in the flowers, the cloth, I want that to look like one big shape, and then also one big light shape across the whole thing. And the challenge with the shadow shape is making sure that I'm going to be trying to keep it as unified as possible while also showing the variety in it as well. So it's going to be back and forth till I hit that sweet spot. But this piece has been a whole lot of fun to work on. I really like playing around with the color of those pinks and those reds. So this painting, it's been a lot of fun to work on. Really playing around with those pinks and the reds and the flowers, the really yellow butter, and then all the other subtle colors everywhere. There's been a lot of challenges that I'm still working out to make sure that the piece feels really strong and unified as a whole with all these objects in it. So I'm still playing around with a lot of stuff, but I've been really enjoying this process. So you can see the setup that I have. I have paper and some foam boards that's controlling the light above it. I have a window right here, so I'm working from natural light. The other thing that I did recently was work on a plein air painting, which is this one. It's a little sunken in because I worked on it a few days ago, so the painting's dry and it's a little sunken in. But so this one was cool. It was working in a harbor with docks and boats in between the docks, and the challenge for this was to not make it look monotonous with evenly spaced boats going across like a straight line, which is what this scene was, and they are evenly spaced because the docks are evenly spaced that the boats are in between. So trying to show the different sizes of boats and where they are spaced a bit different in the docks where they've kind of like floated and moved around. But still, it was still looking too evenly spaced. So when I went home and looking at this painting, what I decided to do was try and change it up value-wise. So I darkened the center of the trees, and how there was the light boats and then a dark line going across is what I originally had. Like over here, I've lightened that up a lot to try and break up just like light boat, dark dock line, light boat, dark dock line all the way across, which I think does help. So yeah, this was really, really fun. I was looking through a chain linked fence to do this, and there was a lot of sea lions in the dock too. So that was just, it was just a nice, cool environment. It was chilly, but not too chilly. And then you could hear the sea lions barking, and yeah, it was a really good time doing this. And this boat actually ended up, when I was painting it, I saw people on the boat, and they started pulling away, so I painted it really fast and tried to like memorize what it looked like. But this is good. This is fun doing different textures with it. Yeah, I've been really enjoying going out and doing these plein air paintings on Monday. This last Monday I wasn't able to do it because we got rained out here, but hopefully we'll have good weather for next Monday so I can keep working on these.